Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another Monster Train 2 video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hope they're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I just got back from work a little while ago. Pretty hot day out, so I'm a little brain melted here, so hopefully today's run won't go too badly. Also, no stream today. I am going to my grandmother's house because it's her birthday today. Hooray, hooray, it's her birthday, so no stream today. I will say, though, if I want to do a quick little plug if you don't mind, if you want to know when streams are happening, a great way to know is to join my Discord channel. I have one of those. We mainly talk about Monster Train. We post pictures of hot dogs, and then I will ping people when I'm doing live streams. So if any of those three things are interesting to you, maybe come join. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. Let's play the game. Let's hop in here. Let me pull up the wheel. I did play a little bit between the last one and this one. Wheel. Hello. Wheel. There we go. There we go. I did play a little bit on my own between the last one and this one. So, we got a couple more wins in there. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see what we got today. I haven't updated it, so there's a very small chance we might re-roll a one I've already won with, but I don't think so. Pretty low odds here, so let's see. Lazarus, Alta Woken. Do I have that done yet? Lazarus, Alta Woken, not one with yet, okay. Let's go random Pyre Heart. And let's go in here now. I will say the runs that I've done off stream are like kind of fraudulent because I'll usually choose my Pyre Heart instead of random Pyre Heart for them. But you know, we're still got a pretty good win streak going here, so that's pretty neat. Let's play. Let's hop in. Let's see what we got going on here, folks. For our start, we've got we got Pyre of Dominion. Interesting. Oh wait, I picked. Oh my god. Well, first off, people, I made a mistake. It's still one we haven't won with, I'm pretty sure. But I did do Alt Lazarus League instead of normal Lazarus League. And normally that wouldn't be an issue. But we have Baron Grael and Pyre of Dominion. So this is kind of like sort of the worst case scenario. I'm very worried here. Let me make sure I already have this combo done with. Let me just be safe on this one. Yeah, I have not won with either of these yet on Lazarus League. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So, I'm scared. However, we do have a Husk Hermit. Husk Hermit might not be as good as Test Subject Alpha, but it's pretty close, pretty close. So we just get like a Twisted Assistant here, or really any good equipment, we can make this work pretty well, I think. So we'll see what we can get. But I am scared. Now, I will take Risky Operation here. We can get quick onto the shell. I feel pretty good about that. Between these two, I'm a little more interested in Focus Growth here than Pyre Grow. Weird choice. I'm going to go Focus Growth, I think, on this one. I don't like either of them too much here, but that seems fine. Between these two, I'm more of a fan of Hulking Mass than I am of Makeshift Golem. If we were against Corruption Seraph, I'd be more interested, I think, in Makeshift Golem. But I think we don't care as much. Entropy especially, we don't care as much about AoE shielding. Entropy, we care mostly just about shielding on our tank. So I think Hulking Mass is the right pick here. And I'll take Animus of Will for the time being. We definitely don't want the other one. The other one's really bad here, very stinky. And these are bad no matter what we do. We have genuinely no assistants in here. We don't have a single assistant. So I guess maybe I take It Hungers because it just has higher base stats. You know, I'll take that. I guess it's fine. Also, if we do ever see a Twisted Assistant, we have the option to play the Assistant and immediately devour it with Baron Grael. So that's fine. Baron Grael, though, is going to be really, really weak on this run. Really, really weak. Now, Reflection is not bad. Some people like Reflection. I'm not the biggest fan of Reflection, but I think ultimately I'm a much bigger fan of Artificial Pyrostone. This is like one of my... It might not be the strongest, but I think it's up there as one of the strongest relics. And it's also one of my favorite relics. Just getting that extra deployment energy is so nice. So nice for us here. I feel pretty strong. I think we can take the Titan skin. And my gut here is something like this. It's gonna be Hulking Mass on the bottom, and then Husk Hermit here, and then Hulking Mass on the top, and then Animus of Will here, and I guess just these two fuckers as well, right? We get a full-on deployment, and I think I will just choose to not play anything here. Take our Pyre damage and move on. Should be pretty okay. And then, I guess... This doesn't kill... Actually, you know what? I don't know how life still interacts with spikes. Does this kill you? Well, let's find out. You do live still. Okay, very good to know. I like putting this here so it spikes down the back lines. Although I guess you're sweeping the back lines anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I guess technically you're a better tank than Grael is. Yes, I should really be putting the stats on you, I suppose. Although this is looking pretty good no matter how you slice it, basically. So this is fine. This is fine. Good explosive reaction you to handle this fallen champion here a little bit better. But I think I'm just gonna put the sharpen up here. Get a bit more damage in. Seems fine by me. Okay. We'll definitely play this into... How are we doing down here, actually? Not that badly. Okay. Oops, sorry. Wrong spell. Let me play it that way. We're going to be in an interesting spot because we have a sweeper, which is very strong. However, our current starting deck definitely supports Animus a little better. So we'll see how things play, because especially with how thin our deck is, as you can see here, we can stack up an Animus really rapidly. Although we can stack up a sweeper really rapidly too here, so I don't know. We'll see. I think our first reward draft here will be a big factor for how we're playing this run. I think that'll be a really big impact on how this one goes down. We'll see. We shall see. If we can get like a Twisted Assistant here, that'd be pretty crazy. We don't get one. We get a potion kit. But I think out of these, I just prefer Forevermore Serum, especially with our reanimators here. That makes the most sense to me. I'll take Sting. I don't hate Sting here. Just, you know, with how thin our deck is, it is just cycling through a lot faster, which seems nice. I'm going to go right side here, I believe. See what's going on here. Multi-quick. Damn, dude. I think I'm supposed to commit to a sweeper now. Multi-quick on Husk Hermit right off the bat here seems really strong to me. I like that a lot. So we can make this work, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll put Heartstone on a Hulking Mass. Well, actually, maybe I just hold out on that for a bit. No, I'll put it on one of them. This will be like currently the Hulking Mass, but I do want something. My go-to is probably like Dualism Reanimate. Frankenstone, I believe it's called. That'd be my go-to. I should have looked at the banner here first. Probably nothing's going to change my mind, although Shattered Shell may have been better than Husk Hermit here. Although it's kind of debatable, but not really. I think Shattered Shell would have been better here, but it won't be a big difference. If there's any spike units out there, like, oh, you know what? It was a big difference. I lied immediately. It actually does matter for this boss that we have the Husk Hermit here. So you know what? Immediately rewarded for my incorrect play. So that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. Guess we just play this and this. It might as well just play these guys out. There's not like we care about like slays or anything on the Husk Hermit here. So this will play fine. Okay. Risky Operation, a lovely starting card for us here too, I gotta say. That's gonna be like pretty big for us today, I imagine. Pretty big for our success here. So I'm gonna Explosive Reaction you to get the money. Put this here for sure. And I guess we just throw in a Sting too while we're at it. That seems fine by me. Yeah, double risky here. Play this. Keep throwing Stings. Not that it matters too much, but they actually just get healed to full right away, so the Sting was wasted there, but that's fine. I feel pretty confident that we win this pretty easily, so I'll do this here. We're gonna have 5 spikes. You get 6 attacks. That's 300 damage, and then whatever much the Hulking Monstrosity does here. Hulking Mass. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. Put this down. I'll just play you and ping here and pass here. Yeah, this should be Jover. Although it was a little close. It was a little teensy bit close, but not really. Especially after you play that one here. Yeah, now it's not even really close. Very cool. Good stuff so far. Despite being worried about the Baron Grael Star here, this is going really well, so I'm happy to see that. More Forevermore Serum is pretty nice. I'll take 1 Razor Sharp Edge. Listen, I'm not above cheesing the bosses here if we get it. We'll see what happens. I think for me here, we kind of like... I don't hate looking for Dualism / Frankenstone on the Hulking Mass here, but it's not a super high priority for us, honestly, here. I think I want to go left side and look for an equipment for the Husk Armor. That's more of an important... I mean, here's the thing. We have the Pyre Stones. So we have, like, all of this extra energy in our deployment phase. We're playing all these units that don't matter. So getting a room and getting equipment deployable here seem like pretty important tasks. So I want to go left side. See what we can find here. Organ Harvester feels pretty safe to me as an equipment to put onto the Husk Hermit. If it just has a billion reanimate, that's cool. I'm okay. That's not a super important thing, though. I don't think I want to deployable this. And the nice thing is that in theory, I mean, actually it's pretty unlikely, but maybe in theory every once in a while the hulking mass will also snipe a kill and then get reanimate, but it seems pretty few and far between there. Now, how do I feel about Fight Club? Not great. I think it's not that good here. Zone of Silence, though. I need to consider Zone of Silence actually on this one. I'm okay with it. I'm pretty okay with it here. I think I can go Zone of Silence as our deployable here. That would be good against the Titan fight because we can play bottom floor and then not get like really whittled down by the corruption damage from the first couple of waves. That's usually a pretty big issue. So I like that here for this. So I think we'll do that. Take some Pyre remains, come to the alcove, maybe get like a cool overstack here. We get Richard Garfield instead. How do I feel about... I think we're just using this to remove cards, basically. The problem is that we don't have much to remove, which is kind of weird. We only really like don't like the Animus of Wills. Because like, for the time being, this hulking mass is the one that goes with the Husk Hermit. This hulking mass is the extra one that will eventually, ideally, hold Titanstone, Dualism, Frankenstone, some combination of those, basically, right? So, I don't love removing these. Animuses are doing nothing for us here, so I don't mind getting rid of them. But we'd have to get rid of them, and then we have to get rid of one of the hulking masses. So I don't like that very much. I think I actually just prefer maybe getting rid of spells here. I have a lot more junk spells. I have Sharpen, which sucks. I have Focus, Growth, and Explosive Reaction, all also kind of stinky here. I think it's maybe 3 spells in the box. Although I actually don't hate Mystery Box in this one too, because no, I like our deck being so as thin as it is. I think we just go Gift Box here. I think we just go Gift Box on this one. We'll throw in probably the Sharpens. They're pretty bad. Sharpens and maybe 1 Focus Growth I think is pretty good. I like the Explosive Reactions because they can help us pick off Collectors if they're on the wrong floor. That will always have some utility to us, basically, right? That's always a pretty nice thing here. Rage Talos could cause some problems for us, but nothing too bad, I don't think. I think we'll be able to tank it, basically, no matter what. Even if he comes up with a ton of rage, I think we can still just tank his ass, mostly. That should be okay. Let me play, like, this into this here. Forevermore, love to see that. Play this here and pass. That's good. That's good sequencing so far, I think, here. I want to put someone bottom floor to try to draw Arcane away to bottom next turn, so let's do this. You know what? I'll play this too. We'll take a little bit of Pyre damage, nothing too crazy. It's 1 damage to play it this way. I think something I need to do more of is knowing when is the right time to not play a Vengeful Shard. Right? I think that's actually like a really hard thing to like figure out the timing for, basically, right? Because it's very like sensible to be like, I want to preserve Pyre health, right? Kind of obviously, but sometimes, like here, for example, if we didn't play the hulking mass down here, Archeon would guarantee come up here and would gain, you know, 12 rage, which is pretty spooky. You kind of have to play it this way, I think. I'll play you and just pass here. It looks pretty good. But now you're going top floor. Now you're going top floor, so we're gonna have some. Wait, why did you? Hey, what happened to my sweeper? Hey, Did I play a reaction on my sweeper instead of a risky operation? Did I misclick or something here? What happened? I don't know what I did here. I must have. The only thing I think was I misclicked the explosive reaction or whatever. I don't know what I clicked on there. I don't know what would cause me to die here. Maybe I'm losing it. I was too busy yapping and not actually paying attention to the plays I was making. I don't know what went wrong here, but I suspect that because they have like similar coloring to the art. I can see that being what I did wrong. Let's put this here again. That would make sense to me at the very least. Okay. I'm out here fucking yapping about like I think this is like the right time to not do blah 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 blah, and then I'm just fucking eating shit. It's gotta be that, right? It must be that I played explosive reaction here, because how else would you die here? There's no way. There's no way that you could otherwise die, right? I did this before, I'm pretty sure. Didn't play the gift box. You're not dying, right? You come to the top floor. It's gotta be I played the reaction, man. What else could it be? I'll play, I guess this doesn't really matter too much. Play this. Play these. He gets some rage triggers there. Pretty spooky. But that's his last turn to get any actual triggers, really, because everyone else is gonna die now. That should be fine. Dude, I'm like, my brain is like trying to figure out what happened. How did I fuck this up the first time? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, right? It had to be I misclicked a reaction. Listen, I'm sure you, the viewer here, can see, oh, what a dummy, he clicked the wrong button or whatever, right? But for me, I'm just so confused. Hit the kill. Okay. I play this, and maybe I can sting again next turn and prevent this spike damage coming in, although it doesn't really matter too much here. Okie dokie. What do we got? Well, did I play a Razor Sharp Edge when you're at like 1 HP? Is that what happened, maybe? That wouldn't even kill you, I think, normally, though. I think it only, like, it lowers your I don't know, man. I know it kills the bosses, but it wouldn't kill my Husk Rabbit, I don't think. Although, I don't know, maybe it did? I just don't know what happened, folks. I'm just so confused. You don't even have that much rage coming in here, that's fine. Yeah, it should be no shot that you win this one, okay. Pass turn. Very good stuff here. And I like a Spike of the League here. That seems actually huge for us right now. Because we have some Forevermore Sims, but not that much reanimating overall, so that seems pretty crazy. I'm thinking here about what else we are doing. Right? I don't hate card draw. I don't really see much of a need for a size, because I think ultimately this run will just kind of pop off, and this Husk Rabbit will do 1 billion damage for us. Hopefully, if we find like the right items for it, maybe. So I don't think we need an extra unit on the floor. I don't think we need more energy. We're playing all of our important cards right now, but maybe that'll change. Who knows? But I guess energy is pretty cool with the Spike of the League. I think for now I'll just take card draw. Card draw now, and we'll evaluate later, and we'll see how things are going. I do like the left side for the magic shop. That's about it. I like everything on the right side, so right side will go. Pretty cool stuff potentially over here. Hair of the Hybrid's pretty low impact. Let me reroll these. Versatile Ember Staff. I feel like I almost never trigger this on purpose. I don't know. Give me something maybe better. I do like 2 of these. I like 2 of these. Root Split Mask. We might late game have trouble killing heavies, so I like getting an extra turn to do so. So I think I like Root Split Mask here. Lightstone Casing in theory can be really cool, but we haven't even gone to any magic shops yet. We have 1 here. We have 2 magic shops total on the run, and they're both, well, one of them's here, but this one's desynced from the well at the end, so you might want to go to that well at the end here. So I don't think we want to play around Spellstone Casing on this one. Ooh, Balatro. Balatro, people. What do we got here? I do love Canio. Canio is maybe my personal favorite of the Balatro ones. This just gives you so much money. Chikot, pretty good, especially in the Titan fight. Muting 3 on all the bosses is pretty cool. I don't hate that, but I don't suspect we'll have much trouble in the Titan fight. So I'm going to be greedy and just take the money one, I think, on this. Definitely a debatable choice, but I think this is fine here. I think I like this, and we'll definitely come in here and do some removals. I think the Animuses maybe come out now. Maybe we can get these guys out of here for the time being. Get some money back for it, and then I think I take the root split. Root split feels pretty strong. We didn't see any of the we didn't see Twisted Assistant, right? But we can still take It Hungers and maybe at some point try to hit like the multi-strike grafter. That'd be pretty cool to instantly kill and get the equipment out of him. I would not hate seeing that. -1 card draw. I think the +1 card draw. I don't feel too bad about this. I do like money. I think I want to play... Weird choice. Because I don't like playing top floor against the Judge, because then Judge comes into the huge, like, overstacked floor. But I think by the time that we get to there, I think Husk Hermit will actually be able to one-shot the entire floor. So I don't think we care too much about the overstacked floor, really. We just care more about time to set up, basically. That seems more important to me. Boom, boom, pass turn. Boom, boom. Sting, pass turn. And you maybe kind of see why we took the root split mask here, right? We're having a little bit of trouble with these heavies. That does kill you. Okay, I need to do order lull moment here. Okay, so you do have to play. You have to play. Oh, that's so annoying. I have to like heal first. I don't even want to do that. I'd rather do this instead. Yeah, that's probably what happened before then. That's probably why I'm just dumb. I probably just played Razor Sharp when you had 1 HP. I did Titan boss myself, man. That's crazy. Okay. We have a lot of stinky cards in this deck, I'm realizing too here, folks. We got a lot of junk that is just not doing much for us here. Okay. Oh, did I play the wrong Hulk? No, this is the right Hulk. Okay, this is the 40 HP one. Never mind. Sorry. Play this. Judge is going to pull everyone down here. You know what's interesting? The Judge does not pull through the root split basket. In fact, actually triggers the rooted to be gone. So this guy's actually hitting, which is very annoying. We get to do this into this though, and then kill you though, so that's fine. But that's an interaction that I didn't know of until this moment. But if you had asked me, I would have guessed this is how it works. Because when you try to descend a rooted enemy, it does remove the rooted still. I do know that is still a thing for sure. Okay, how are we looking here, folks? Got a lot of reanimate. I cannot do the Razor Sharp again. Okay, and you're tanking it. You're doing a great job. Doesn't really matter too much. Whatever, it's a little bit extra damage, I guess here. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Root Split is actually going to maybe be game winning for us here. And you know what? I wanted Organ Harvester before. I don't hate Mixology, but I like any weapon we can find basically here is pretty good. Maybe we'll do a merge weapon, honestly. I wouldn't hate doing some sort of merge here, in theory. If we're against, what's his name? Corruption, I'd be more interested in restoring a tree here. I don't think we need it today, though. I don't think we need it on this one, honestly. So no, thank you. And then I do like going left side here just to try to find the upgrades for our hulking mass. Not a ton over here. I don't hate the armor. I don't hate the merchant of trinkets, but I think we should just go here and try to get our units filled out if we can. Frankenstone, that's pretty cool. I'll take that. Big fan. And I would love Dualism, or I'll take Titan Knight. Either one are pretty awesome here. Titan Knight's good. Titan Knight's good. It's effectively sort of the same thing as Dualism. You're getting double armor versus, double HP, basically. So I'm fine with that. Okay. And you know what we'll do here while we're at it, since we can now? Just get rid of the hulking mass at this point. This is now our main man here. I'm pretty okay with that one. We'll look at here and say no thank you, goodbye. And then Herzl's Horde time. What do you got here? When an equipped unit dies, permanently add 4 to their equipment. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking on this one, actually, right? I think we do just put the Organ Harvester on hulking mass, not to like give it reanimate. Maybe we get something that's cool. I think we just put it on to scale the Organ Harvester, and then late game we start putting it on the Husk Hermit, just give it an attack boost. That seems really cool here. Yes, to me at least, that seems neat. We're gonna get a... Oh, you know what? We're gonna farm here, folks. We're gonna farm on this one. We can take the trial pretty safely. If you've done the math here, if you see what I'm plotting right now, you're gonna say, wow, this should be really strong. We get the hulking mass. Boom. I think we're gonna actually end up going energy upgrade next too, so that way I can make an equipment deployable, preferably like some sort of expensive merged equipment here, right? But if you see the line, folks, it's gonna be really strong. I hope. We're gonna put this on you, and the thing about this is that the monstrosity will get a lot of slays in this fight, so it'll keep dying, it'll keep getting reanimate, and basically it will single-handedly win the fight here. I wouldn't be shocked if we're supposed to, if we really wanted a super farm here, we wanted to super min-max this, right? We might choose to play Husk Hermit behind Baron Grael here, and then really just try to kill everything except for, you know, I actually want to try it. Hold on. We really want to super min-max this, right? I think we play the Husk Hermit behind Baron Grael. I think we try to get Baron Grael to the point where it does just carry this for us, basically, right? And then in the Relentless, Hulking Mass with the Organ Harvester will hit, Organ Harvest, it'll get hit back, and it'll be net positive reanimating. And it should be like the best way to get as many of the advanced growth triggers as possible here. I believe that'll work. Could be wrong, but I believe that'll work, hopefully. Let's see. We'll put this here too for now. Why not, right? Okay, this goes here. This also goes there. This goes here. And we put a sting down there. We put this here. We might leak a little bit doing this plan, honestly, which is a bit concerning. Like, also, like, you know, fortune favors the bold, or whatever. I don't think we're even really leaking that much. He's gonna do 25 per hit, right? Oh, but the Titan skin's a little annoying, but he gets the lethal next turn. Okay, before he runs away. Play this. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here, folks. We're looking pretty good. Okay, risky operate here. Oh, sorry. Order lull moment. My bad. Hold on. Order lull moment. We learned before. Razor sharp into the risky operation. Right? Now, I think we might end up leaking this guy, unfortunately. That may be how this shit goes down, but it won't be too big of a deal. It'll be like one Pyre hit at the end of the day. Play this here. And then... Now, what might be no, the corruption shouldn't be a big deal. I think we'll be okay still, even with that in mind. We maybe actually put the razor sharp on you here too, so you don't leak. That's actually sweet. Okay. That's big for us on this one, folks. Okay. I think this should just, in theory, work. Well, I guess it's assuming that we can actually get you low enough here. This might actually not work, now that I'm thinking about it more. Because this guy's not even that tanky. We'll see how this plays. Well, now it works if we play the spike here, I'm pretty sure. We go spike here. Oh, it fucking works now, dude. It works. Okay, we'll just play this, I don't know, here. And I believe our man wins the 1v1, dies a ton during it, and super scales our Organ Harvester now, right? Dude, he fucking, look at him go. Oh, this is awesome. This is so cool. Okay. I could do this to get one extra, like a guaranteed harvest. Oh, actually, you're tight. No, yeah. If I do this right now, oh, is it worse? I don't know. Whatever. Just end turn. This is good enough for me. He's dying so much. And there we go. He dies, but he got a ton of deaths in there too. Ooh, another spike, huge. Take that, love that for us here. Wildwood Tome, don't really need that. We don't need any of these here, so skip this. How we looking now on that Organ Harvester? 38, pretty cool. Not that impactful, honestly, but pretty neat, pretty neat. We'll come over here. We're trying to find an equipment to merge. That's what we're doing here now, right? Void Armament's a pretty good equipment. The problem is that we're still short on it if we merge. If we merge and then try to play it in deployment, we don't have enough for it all. The Zone of Silence is too expensive. With that being said, though, Void Armament is really good, though. It's really good, really good. You know what we could do? We could take it and use it to get rid of our Baron Grael. Just get it out of the deck here. I don't think we want to do that, but it is kind of funny. Just thinking. You know what we could do here, and I kind of don't hate the idea that we could just merge the equipment and then just not play the Zone of Silence on deployment. It's not that important for us here, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that, I think, actually. Now, the issue here is that we're never going to get any more stats on Organ Harvester, but that's fine. That is fine here for now. It does mean that if our Husk Hermit ever dies in a fight, even though it has Reanimate, I'm pretty sure the Extinguish trigger still happens on the Void Armament and it gets purged from the deck. It won't go away immediately, but that means the fight that it dies is the last fight we can play the Husk Hermit, which should hopefully be never. If Husk Hermit ever dies, we've probably lost the run, but we do lose the utility of the Organ Harvester. We're basically playing this as a 4-cost Void Armament that gives plus 50 instead of plus 10 attack, which is not bad. That is not a bad place to be right now, honestly. We'll take it. I think I'm gonna reroll also just to make sure we don't see anything cooler here. Yeah, this is fine. Combine these, merge them, and then deployable it, and that should be pretty much GG, I think, here, folks. We need to remove 2 more cards. Lovely. Let me take Explosive Reaction out there. It is kind of just dog shit. It's very stinky and bad. No, thank you. I believe we actually just dog walk Kale here. I don't think there's any chance that we lose this. Maybe an actual genuine 0%er here. I could lose this myself by fucking up, in theory, I guess. I could cause me to lose this. I don't think there's any way that, like, with our current situation, we lose this normally. Right? Zone of Silence. Lovely. Although, honestly, I think we're just better off, like, doing stat gains here. I think that's more important. I guess you sting here while you have the chance. Okay. The Vengeful Shards. I think I go Energy Upgrade purely for being able to play cards from my hand more reliably. I think that's the biggest issue here. That because our deck is so thin, we're drawing so many Vengeful Shards here. It's very annoying and I can't play my spells. So I think we just want to maybe take energy for that reason alone here. Honestly, again, I just want stat gains. I want to put the Spike down here too. Start getting some of them in there. The deck is incredibly thin though. We got a real skinny deck here, folks. Which is a good thing for sure, but you know. How many more turns do we have left? A couple more. We'll do Forevermore Serum here, like so. And play these. And then, yeah, not even remotely close, man. They're doing it. They're test subject alpha who, etc. This advanced growth, though, you know what? I don't think I ever fully read what this did. I remember I think I saw this and just said, ew, gross, no thank you. But now that I kind of, like, am seeing a potential cool avenue for it with something like just using it to farm stats early on, you can do crazy stuff with it. Now I'm kind of like thinking of the opportunities basically with this hulking mass. This seems pretty neat to me basically. I'm gonna take a Woken Rail Spike here. I know we get the Ember for it, but I like that here, I think. And I'll take a Hell's Flame as well on this one. Want to get that, even though it's not for deployment. I just want to have more energy for our actual hands, pretty much. Now, both of these shops are pretty much worthless to us here, right? I think we already have our equipment figured out. We already have the upgrades figured out, right? So the question is, what do we like more, money and a dupe, or Alcove and Pyre health? We're full Pyre health, so that's pretty much useless unless we go to the Alcove and we see the Arcus event. I think here at this point, the only thing we could really hope for is like an overstacked upgrade from the Alcove event. I feel like the dupe is not that impactful. Our spells are, to be fair, not super high impact here, right? We have some consume cards. When we play them, we kind of that's kind of all we need from them. I guess they're high impact, but we're not in a rush to play them. I guess is how I would describe the spikes of the Legion here, basically, right? We're not urgently trying to get this out ASAP here, so we don't want multiple copies of it. Really, the reanimate we have is enough. So I really feel like here the only thing I care about is the Alcove event, man. I think I just go left side, and maybe we get the Arcus here. And that'd be pretty cool. And I would feel smart for calling out the HP interaction then. Ooh, it's not, but this is interesting. I think I gotta go Titan Skin here. I gotta go Titan Skin on the what's his name? The hulking mass here for sure. There's a world where we got Savage Heart early and we played it on the Husk Hermit, and it was really cool. I guess if we just had the Organ Harvester, right? We could actually probably just tank with the Husk Hermit and be really neat, but it's not good here at all, basically. This is very good though. I said I wanted an overstack. This is a really nice overstack for us here. Hulking Mass is gonna be way harder to kill now. So that's neat. Pyre help does nothing. I mean, we'll look in here and laugh. Haha, dualism would have been cool. Titan Knight is basically the same thing, though, so I'm not going to be too picky about that one, obviously. Let me think here. I mean, you have more health. Honestly, the entire point of this here is that we'll play this, and we'll play probably bottom floor with Baron Grael so we can tank the first Savagery hit. And then we'll play top floor with the main floor to capitalize on the Rooted from Pyre, from Root Split Mask. And that'll be pretty much the run. And that's the Titan fight specifically. Right? Ooh. Really interesting. Does Rax have Trample? I know he has Multi. Does he have Trample as well? No, he does not have Trample. We're in a really weird spot. We're in a very peculiar spot here, right? I think we shouldn't risk this because we don't need the money. But the funny thing here is that I don't know if we can beat Rax in top floor. And I think it would be really close, right? Because he hits for like 50-ish per attack. He's got a lot of his damage is via rage, so it will wear out eventually. But he hits like 50-ish per attack, which means it'll take 2 attacks per reanimate stack that we have on the monstrosity, right? Which he cuts through pretty quickly, right? We don't have infinite reanimates on this guy. We have a lot of reanimates. We don't have infinite, right? So he'll cut through the hulking monstrosity pretty quickly. So I don't think we can play top floor, which means we can't take the Mark of Invasion. There's too much damage leaking through, but it's close. It's very close. We will not do this though. There's going to be a bottom floor angle for us, it looks like. Still get the merged equipment down here. And we'll play Baron Grael. I guess just mid floor, whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. Ooh, I'm going to be a little bit of a greedy fucker here on this one, I think. Play this like so. Ha, immediately punished. Yeah, this man's going to do some damage to our Pyre, folks. This man's going to hurt us. I don't know how much the damage upgrades would have mattered there, but it is maybe a little bit of a misplay. I do like this. We'll just play these and hold the Rail Spike for next turn. Maybe I was supposed to play top floor here still. I don't know, it's a weird spot. Maybe mid floor, actually. A little bit more time to scale up, potentially. I don't know. This is a weird one for sure. Yeah, we are just not scaling nearly enough damage fast enough here. I think I need to play top floor. I mean, we can play it out. See how it goes, but it's looking really bad. Play this here, pass. I'm gonna go Risky Operation into Rail Spike here, see what we draw. Another Operation, lovely. Yeah, we're not even killing the heavies here. Yeah, we need to play this top floor. This is not gonna fly. Okay. So can we? I guess the question is, can we kill Rax top floor then? I don't know the answer, but I guess you know, I wasn't taking Titan Knight into account actually. Hold on, with Titan Knight or Titan Skin into account here, that changes things a lot actually. I think. We'll find out, I suppose. But I believe that changes things. Now, what also changes things is not playing bottom floor means this fucker's adding a lot of curses to our deck. We probably can't play the risky the calcified ember. We probably have to go just like boom, boom. You know, I'll even just actually play this just to get it extra card draw next turn. It's probably fine. And then I'll play this into probably this into this here. That is very nice. Play that like so. Chip in a little bit here, pass turn. We need to get a lot of reanimate stacks for this to work. And these guys adding all these curses is going to be very annoying too. Play this. What's in the box here? Sharpen, focus growth. Okay. I don't think we can play a spike for one. I think spike for one is a little too low impact here. We are attacking for 300 damage per turn right now, so we will kill you pretty quickly. We do that for the time being. That seems pretty good. Okay. We have the stats to kill everyone now. You know what I'm going to do here, actually? I'm going to play Zone of Silence down here to stop the cursors from putting curses in our deck. I think that will actually be kind of huge for us actually surviving this, basically. That should be really, really, really big here. To actually live through the floor. Or live through the combat, I should say. Put this down. I think I just got to go Spike 4 here. I'm really just worried about Rax here killing us. So we'll take a little bit of chip damage. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Oh, look at that. That's horrible. And give me another spike on this one. Get stung, idiot. Okay. Okay, Rax, do your worst, bitch. I would like to draw cards next turn. So let's play the focus growth here. Now, we don't... I guess I'm realizing we don't actually lose this, even if he gets through the Hulking Mass. But Mass doesn't even die, so there we go. That's good. Hulking Mass does not even die here. If we do this, whatever, that's fine, yeah. We do this, and he's not even fucking dying. Okay. I wonder how close he gets. He's at 11 reanimate. Let's see how much he gets through. 8. Oh, I maybe overreacted a little bit here. Actually, 4 left. Okay. So we maybe could have gone a little bit less greedy, or a little bit less cautious, I guess, on the not playing curses out there. But it was pretty spooky. Horrify. I like Horrify. That seems fine. With how thin our deck is, getting days on Savagery is a pretty cool thing. I'm happy about that here. I'm gonna go wherever there's Pyre health. Probably here's to top off. Although, well, actually, you know what? Never mind. I do like the Magic Shop. We do have some. We could have some. Maybe a holdover or 2 here on Risky Operation. Be pretty nice. Not like game necessary here, but it'd be pretty good. I think we're healthy enough. That was probably gonna be the toughest fight for us, honestly. Here, I think that Rax fight may be gonna be the hardest thing for us to deal with today, if I were to guess. I think I get rid of focus growth, and you know what? Honestly, just get rid of the Ember. I know we can play it, but like I just don't want to deal with it, man. No thanks. Holdover, kind of huge. I think Risky Operation is my #1 pick here for holdover. We wanted to... I'm not above cheesing the Titans, so we could go holdover and Razor Sharp. It just doesn't seem necessary here. -2, consume, no thank you. Reroll this. I was gonna say, looking for Twin Stone here. That'd be very nice. Happy to see that. Emberstone. I'll put this on like a Woken Rail Spike here. That seems pretty fine. All of our cards do get hit by Rail Spike here, right? Like all of our cards are X costed or 1 costed, so everything we hit off of the Woken Rail Spike will be playable, which is nice. And let's see what's in the trinket shop here. I'll take a Pyre Tap. Just, you know what? Actually, Pyre Tap lets us get the silence out on deployment too, which is pretty cool. These don't do much for me at all. I guess technically Sap Tap is like kind of card draw because we do have the lifesteal. Thorn Fruit I don't want though. Thorn Fruit, our deck is so nice and thin. This will just bog the deck down basically. Seems very bad to me. Can I be honest? I haven't played this once yet. Get the gift box out of here. Get the gift box away from me. We're not maxing card draw here, so I don't really see much reason to get rid of Sting. I think this might actually just be a classic no removal situation, right? I think I just like we have most of our cards are just consumed, so I don't want to remove them really because they're all pretty high impact, right? Yeah, I just don't want to get rid of any of these. Sting replaces itself next turn, so it's not even worth really removing, in my opinion. We don't want too many Stings, though. Thornfruit just adds too much bloat to the deck here, I think. I'm just going to not buy these. Maybe I come in here and I buy something. You know what? Here we go. Listen, I have a little bit extra money left over. Holy Stone, my Rail Spike. That seems very nice to me here. Would love to play that for $1 billion. And then I guess you just put this on the Sting too, right? Seems very nice to me. I feel like we can't lose here. I don't know. This seems unlosable. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. Trying to go boom, 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 and we take 3 to play this down. I like that though. I'm pretty okay with it. And then I think I just go for the immediate Rail Spike here to heal a bit. It is nice to have both our Vengeful Shards free to cast for the rest of this fight now. And dude, Risky Operation also getting hit here. Hold on. I'm sorry, order lull moment. Hold on. I fucked up. Gotta play Razor Sharp first, and then you play the Risky Operation. My bad. My bad, people. Sting. And we could play these for Pyre tapping, but no thank you. I'm not that desperate on this one, folks. Sorry to say. Now, Grael, listen, you've been a complete piece of shit this entire run, but it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just kind of the way this run's going. Play these down. Dude, the deck is just... This might be my thinnest deck of my life so far. Considering the consume cards get consumed so easily, right? The deck is just... And this is like... This is the true strength of Pyre of Dominion. We even got it on Grael, which is kind of spooky, but like even on Grael a lot of times, as long as you don't super low roll afterwards, you're gonna get like a really strong setup going for you here, just because your deck is so thin. Deck is so thin. You don't have all your starter cards bogging it down. You don't have the Train Stewards in. It's just kind of nutty. And we also had we had all the events that removed cards from our deck. We got Canio, so we're like more incentivized to remove because we get money back for doing it. We had Richard Garfield, right? We just had so many ways to thin the deck out on this one. So it's kind of obvious that we did this basically. Play this, play that. Are we one-shotting these heavies yet? Or by one-shotting I mean killing them in a single round? Not quite, but pretty close. Boom. Boom, boom. We actually are killing them now in a single round. Lovely. Okay. Very cool. I think we're drawing everything except for one card in our deck per round. Oh, but then we're also drawing the card off of the lifesteal, so maybe we are drawing every deck then, or we're close to it. I don't know. Oh, I order lulled me. No, I'm not going back. You can't make me change it. It's fine. I guess I don't even want to put Horrify on anyone because it doesn't matter. You know what? Give you some attack here. There you go, buddy. Now we'll Horrify. Huge value there. Hold on. I'll play this in the right order. Boom, boom. Yeah, pretty cool stuff here, man. Pretty cool stuff. These guys cannot do shit to me. Zone of Silence will shut them down pretty well. It's kind of a shame. Zone of Silence, it's really cool and strong and good. It does feel kind of just outclassed by Inferno Room, though. Most of the guys that give you trouble via their effects, like, for example, the Silence enemies, like, your Silence stopping their Silence is pretty cool, but you can also just torch them with Inferno Room, too. So it feels like just kind of weirdly obsolete, basically. I don't know. Not a big deal, but it is just kind of a little sad. Play this out again. I could play Razor Sharp Edge here, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Why am I? It doesn't matter. Why am I? I was gonna say why am I dazing you, but also, who cares? They're not sneaking by. It's just not even close. Okay. We use a couple reanimate stacks. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy indeed. And into our Titan fight here. Am I playing? I think the plan was play top floor here and play Grael bottom floor. Although maybe I will just play bottom floor to stop the curse units from getting in. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna play bottom floor. I think actually. I don't. In this fight, we don't need to worry as much about the heavies leaking through because it's a while before the super heavies show up. I think we can just play bottom floor and that prevents the curses coming in. I think that's going to be a better play for us. And we'll put Baron Grael middle floor, who should still be able to tank the first savagery hit for us. You know I had to do it to him. Come on, rail spike me. We drew the Curse of Entry, which does suck. That's not a good hit there for us. Come on, play this. We draw the spike here as well. Damn, we actually got some pretty bad draws. Oh well, nothing new. That shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, Razor Sharp, boom. I'm just gonna put down 4 reanimate here, I think. Actually, I want to get this. Get that in. Because actually, when I think about it more, let me just play it this way, I think, instead, actually. That seems better. Now, we do have the issue of Dominion constantly putting corruption onto the hulking mass, but it probably shouldn't matter too much, I think, in the end. It might be a factor, I'm not sure. I'm gonna play this and this again, I believe. We'll just pass that, that's fine as well. Okay. Baron Grael is dead. Rest in peace. Boom. I will say, you know what this might be, actually? I think this is going to end up with me using Razor Sharp to kill Dominion. Because we actually have a really slow kill on Savagery and Entropy here. I think we can go for a really, really, really long time on this run without dying. But I think ultimately they're going to be the real thing kind of, you know, gating us here. Because we actually don't have very much good single target damage. So I think ultimately it's going to be, we kill the waves, no problem. Right? We take like very little damage throughout this fight, and I think ultimately it's gonna be we're just gonna Razor Sharp the Dominion down. That's how I think this shit's gonna play. And eventually, you will need. Oh shit! I ordered here. Oh whatever. Play this. Eventually, you will need to get some spikes played on you at full capacity here. But until then. Not too worried. You're doing great for the time being, buddy. Keep up the good work. Play this. Fortify you to stop you from hitting my Pyre. I guess I'd play this. I don't know. Start working the spell shield down. And I think we do have the dub here. Although actually, maybe if we didn't use Razor Cheese, we might not have the dub. It'd be hard to say because I don't know if we can tank the savagery damage long. That's actually kind of a big issue here. It's just how much savagery damage is coming through on this. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do a spike for 2 here, I think, just to get some reanimates on my boy here real quick. Yeah, I don't know if we would actually kill. We kill Entropy in time. We're gonna kill Dominion first here, but I don't know if we actually can kill. Savagery before our Pyre dies. It's actually be pretty close, I think. We actually maybe just harass him then with these stings for the time being. How low are you right now? Can't sharp you next. Order lol moment again. God damn it. Oh, another order lull moment. You know, here's the thing though, folks. I'm just gonna Razor Sharp Dominion. next turn. It's not, or when we draw it next. It's not that huge of a deal. I'm curious if we do survive or not. I don't know if we do or not. It's close. But I'll just take my dub on this one. I think we would get there, honestly. With how thin our deck is, we can horrify savagery pretty often. I think we would eventually probably win this, but it's definitely close. But you know what? We don't have to find out. Boom. There you go. GG. If you didn't know that, by the way, if you didn't know, I've been talking about it a bit in the run, but I didn't actually fully explain it. The Titans, when you get them to 1 HP, you can just instantly kill them with razor sharp edge. It's a bug, but it is, I think, a little cheat move you can do. By the way, if you're wondering, if you ever struggle with a Titan fight, but you're playing Awoken, you can just go oops, and win the entire fight for free, pretty much. So very cool. Glad to get my first Baron Grael Dominion run though. Was very smooth sailing. I mean, we just had a really strong Husker with really good spells, so it wasn't that crazy of a win. I wanna play that artifact to better effect, the permascaling artifact on death one. Although it, like, I guess, like, you know, here's how I would think about it, right? You've got this, right, where it's +4 to the equipment whenever the unit dies, compared to, hold on, compared to something like Blood of the Apex, which is +2 per slay. You slay way more than you intentionally kill your own units usually, right? So I think a lot of times this will be way, way, way better, right? But this is cool, and I want to like do cool stuff with it. So that was neat that we kind of like got a cool little +40 on our void armament basically using this. That's neat, at least. I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.